I rarely play this one, but I thought this is the right time because I'm doing some songs from back home. So my great-grandfather, a song about my great-grandfather. He died in World War I in France, and so this name is like biblical. His name was Isaac Zenith Wigle.
Oh, right.
That's a handle, you know. Anyway, we didn't really know that much about him. Somewhere along the way, my great-grandmother changed the name to Wigle. I have no idea why. Family secret, I guess. Anyway, so years later, I don't know why I started getting interested. I said, well, what can we learn about this guy? I knew that his name was in a little town called Chester, where he kind of lived, and that's along the south shore of Nova Scotia. Kind of lots of sort of Germans settled in that area back in the 19th century. Anyway, he grew up in a place called Danesville, which means nothing to probably anybody here, but anyway, so I kind of put his name into the internet. Well, why wouldn't you? He must have like a Facebook account or something, right? Anyway, my God, some information came up on his sort of service record. So then I got to the next level and the next layer, and anyway, I did a trip in 2009 to Europe and ended up at his grave because I found it online where he was buried. So anyway, so I took everything I knew about him, which wasn't much, everything my father could tell me, which was even less. I remember saying to my father, like, didn't he like die in like a post office or something that got bombed? And he said, yeah, I think it did. He did, yeah. I said, well, who told you that, Dad? He said, I think you did. No, I didn't. So, not the greatest historian, but. All right, so I don't play this song very often, so I'll see what I can do here for you today. Anything else you need to know? Which is ironic. What's ironic about this song is his ancestry was German, and he was in France, of course, to fight the Germans. So I met somebody in Holland, an old man, on a train, of all places. He told me during the Second World War he had a son, or he had a brother that fought for the Germans. He was from Belgium. A son that fought for the Germans, another son that fought for the Allies. So he said there's all kinds of crazy stuff that went on back then, as you can imagine. My name is Zenith Wigle, born in 1889. Well, I grew up poor and went to war, and it died before my time. Died before my time. My father was a dirt farmer, well, he came from Germany. He worked his land with a back in hand in the 19th century. In the 19th century. I married Laura Baker, well, a girl from Chestertown. We married young, we had one son, and I worked for the telephone line. I worked for the telephone line. Young men come and young men go, some young men go on to war. What they leave behind grows in time, and they leave us wanting more. They leave us wanting more. Canada was young and ready, had allegiance to the crown. Well, the Great War came and called my name. To the trenches I was bound. To the trenches I was bound. I left my home, I left my wife, I left my family. I went to the war to win the wars, to fight the enemy, fight the enemy. Well, the young men come and young men go, some young men go off to war. What they leave behind road in time, leave us wanting more, leave us wanting more. September 1918, deep in war in France. Well, the mortar hit and we were blown to bits. No glory, no romance. No glory, no romance. I lost my arm and both my legs. Well, I held on for 2 days. Well, the nurses tried to save my life, and then I slipped away. Slipped away. Young men come and young men go, some young men go off to war. What they leave behind grows in time, but they'll leave us wanting more, leave us wanting more. Without a dad, he had a family. He had 4 and they had more. My life goes on, you see. My life goes on, you see. Young men come and young men go. Some young men go off to war. What they leave behind grows in time. Will they leave us wanting more? Leave us wanting more. Wigle, born in 1889. Well, I grew up poor and I went to war, and I died before my time. I died before my time.